What is up, everybody? My name is Sim. We are back and we're building a new rack. Okay, Waveshare just sent us a whole bunch of goodies to check out for the channel, and it was just the perfect time because I needed a new rack. This is the HomeRack 8U from Waveshare, and they also sent us some other fun stuff. I got the 7-inch DSI screen for the Raspberry Pi and the bracket to put it on this rack. I got an idea of something I want to build. I don't think I've seen it before. I've seen quite a bit of people who have built racks with screens, and the screen usually just shows some stuff about their server or network, some stats, whatever. With this rack, I want to make that screen an integral part of the rack. What I mean by that is I want to be able to use the screen in a deployment. What I mean by that is not just Home Assistant. I want to be able to actually bring up a program. For example, if I'm going to be using an SDR, I want to have SDR++ on that screen. How would that work? Why would you do this? Just walk around with a laptop. Yes, you could say all those things, but if I have this on a desk next to my radio equipment, I want to be able to have radio software running on that screen to where I can glance at it and say, okay, what's going on this net, or what's going on with a solar storm, or, you know, just things that will help me out in my day-to-day operations with radio. That doesn't just mean I'm going to use it exclusively for radio, but this rack is going to be heavily influenced for radio. I'm going to be actually mounting some radio equipment in this, some PC hardware and other random stuff, maybe a Raspberry Pi for random activities. Right now, it's just in my head. I don't really know 100% what I want to do with. I'm not going to go into detail on unboxing this. This isn't an unboxing video. This is kind of just a review. In a sense, I'm going to build it. We're going to come back and I'm going to show you guys what I did, what you can do. And let's go. Let's get this built and let's take a look at the HomeRack 8U from Waveshare. All right, guys, so I'm at the middle stage of building this rack. I've mounted the screen and a couple of the shelves that were included. Now I'm going to show you guys everything that comes in the initial kit for the rack, excluding the screen. This is a separate purchase, and the bracket for that screen, totally separate purchase. But it is nice to note they do include this shelf, this 1U shelf, and then this 1U Raspberry Pi adapter. And you get 3 blanks. Now, in other kits I've built, you guys have seen, that stuff's kind of standard. You also get the Raspberry Pi board adapters included in that kit. The quality, I would say, of this rack, really nice. I love the fact that everything's aluminum. We've had that with, other racks that we've built, but the quality is really good. I do love the feet. I do love the build. It's really simple. Everything is designed to fit together. You could probably build this thing without instructions. The instructions that they included, I don't know if you guys can see, they're back there, but they're very simple. And you can probably build this rack in less than 20 minutes, honestly. All the bolts are flat. They're really flush, really nice. The handles are chrome, look really nice. I'll show you guys inside the rack. Everything is thick aluminum. I have no issue with the quality of this thing. The one thing that I do have issue with are the edges. So like on this little shelf here, it kind of does feel rough, but it is seemingly raw aluminum, so not a huge ding there. It's fine. If this was painted, I'd probably have more of an issue, because if you have rough edges like that, your paint will chip over time from you banging into that. But since it's raw aluminum, it's not a huge deal for me. There are places where you can mount fans. I do like this on the top here. You do get those, and on the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can put 2, I believe 120s, it looks like. And on the top, you get the one for exhaust, which is nice. One thing I would have wanted is having hollow sides. I know you do get options in terms of having open sides with other rack manufacturers, because, they have the polycarbonate sides and you can just not add them in when you're building it. But these are full aluminum, so you don't really get access in there. And I've had times, especially with the previous builds that I've done, where I needed to move a cable or something, or just unplug something, and I couldn't reach it because the sides were not hollow and I had to go all the way to the back or pull it out of a really small space just to get to the back. So if there was an option or a new version of this that had hollow sides, that would be cool. If this is going to go in your house and you want it to be kind of a showpiece, having it full and enclosed is really nice. So I get that. But from a utilitarian perspective, I do like having open sides just for modifying, taking stuff out. I'm always changing things in my rack, so having open sides would be a huge plus for me. Moving forward from the build of it, I do like the look. I do think in a modern home, if you put this out in the open, it will look nice. It kind of gives me Ubiquity vibes, the way it looks. I do like the clean aluminum look of it. I didn't really see any of the other racks I've built in raw aluminum, so I could be kind of biased there. This is the first time I'm seeing a raw aluminum build. The other racks I've built were painted or just 3D printed, so they look plasticky. But I do dig it. It's giving me Apple vibes. It kind of looks like an Apple product. If you're an Apple guy, this will definitely fit in with your whole setup. Okay guys, after a couple days, I have a sort of idea of what I wanted to do with this rack. It's kind of been designed for kind of like a 4 or 6U. I didn't really have an idea of what to put down here. With the empty space, I did want to put a battery in there though. I do have a external battery, excuse me, I'll pick it up, but I have this big battery that I wanted to use to power this whole thing, and it still can, but it doesn't really fit in there. So I'll probably be looking for a shorter one that'll probably just, I can throw in there. For right now, I'm just going to show you guys what I've done so far and what I want to do in the future for this setup. Okay, so on the top here, we have a Meshtastic node. This is a Heltec V3, I think, with the, not sure if it's Type C or the older one, but we have Meshtastic running on that one. And then on the side here, we do have a DMR hotspot. I'm just running Pi-Star on this. This is the single antenna version. Most people get the dual antenna version, and that's what this 3D print originally was for. I did modify it to fit my single version. If you guys want the file, I will link it below. It is not my file. I just modified a pre-existing one. All credit goes to the original creator. His link will also be in the description. Okay, so now we have the screen. The screen is just a Raspberry Pi 5 with the WaveShare 7-inch touchscreen. This is working pretty good. Like, it's touchscreen, touch is phenomenal. Like, I haven't had any issues with it. The brightness is great. Everything runs off of 5 volts directly from the Pi. Right now, I'm just running Raspbian, and I just have a web page open to ADSB, but in the future, all of this stuff will be running offline on the Pi itself. I just didn't really have time to set it up. I've set it up before. I know how all that stuff works. I just didn't have time to do it. So there's that. We can also use this for satellite capture, which is my original idea. And I do have an L-band antenna, which I do plan to mount it to the top of this once I find it. I don't know where it is in my house. I gotta look around and find it, but I do have one. I just don't know where it is. And we're gonna be capturing satellite images soon with this thing. And I do have a radio here. This is an SDR radio. This is a Radioddity. I forget the model number, but it does a bunch of stuff. You can do DMR with this thing. You can do APRS. You can do a bunch of different features. It has GPS, and it can run off battery. It has a built-in battery backup. So right now I'm running it off of a power supply that's back here, but I can turn it off and the radio does not go off. The radio stays on. It does have a built-in battery. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does have a built-in battery, which is cool. I don't plan to transmit off of these antennas I have here. Obviously, one is an SDR that's connected to the Raspberry Pi, and it's just a regular, whip antenna. And the same thing for this radio. I have a temporary antenna on it because I didn't want to run it without anything on it, but obviously I'm not going to be transmitting with that antenna. I do have an external antenna that will be deployed when I'm outside or doing something, maybe in the backyard, and it'll connect to this radio. Everything here is, besides the radio, is powered from the same power source. When I flip the rack over, I will show you guys that. This switch is here temporarily. I kind of wanted to ask you guys, should I have networking on this? I have a portable router that I wanted to build into it so I can connect to maybe like a hotspot or maybe an open network that's, you know, at a local establishment, something like that. If I have this in my car, I just don't know what to do with this bottom leftover space. And right here, I could put another Pi here, but for what, right? I can run everything off of the Pi 5. There's a Pi 0 running the DMR system. So I don't know, like this is just, I need more ideas, guys. If you can give me ideas on what to throw in here, that would be amazing. I'm just kind of stuck with this project. I love the rack. Everything's fit that I've printed so far. You'll see on the other side, there's other stuff, but everything I put in here that I've printed has fit, and those grooves weren't really an issue. So let's turn the rack around and I'll show you guys what's going on behind the scenes. All right, guys, so this is the back of the rack. We're gonna start at the top. I do have this 3D printed rack that pretty much fits in there in the groove really nicely. Crazy. And this is a RTL Blog SDR V4 that I have zip tied in here, and it goes back to that Pi in the front. This is the antenna for it. I do have a GPS module that goes back to the Raspberry Pi. We'll be using that for, you know, GPS stuff, obviously, duh. But capturing satellite images and things of that nature, you kind of want a GPS. So I got that there. I'm gonna permanently affix this some way, maybe like double-sided tape or something so it doesn't move. And then I'll have the L band kind of facing forward. Or I have a 3D printed adjustable like mount, so we'll be able to move it. But I need to find it. And then we have the Raspberry Pi there with the screen, everything set up. All the cables are going to the side here, which goes down to that power supply that I will show you guys in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you guys the SDR radio. It's pretty small. For what this does, it's pretty cool, but it isn't the best radio. It's just what I had on hand, so I threw it in there. I think it'll work just fine for what I want to do. I just have to figure out this antenna situation. Obviously, this is not going to be a permanent antenna, but that's there. It's powered by that power supply, which will soon be a battery that'll be down here, which it has a built-in battery, so hopefully it won't be a huge power draw on that. But I have this 100-watt adapter here. It's got 3 USBs at 20 watts each, USB Type-Cs, and then A's, I think those are the USB A's are 15 watts each. So that's pretty good. We have the Pi running from the Type-C because it requires more power, obviously. And then we've got our DMR hotspot right there, or I should say Pi Star hotspot up there, using USB power. And the Meshtastic node right there, the Heltec, is also using USB power. I believe I have a battery for that Heltec, so it will have backup battery power. Once I get everything in there, I'll probably just zip tie a battery to that bracket there. Most of the stuff in the rack will have a battery backup. Like you guys know already, this radio has battery backup. The Meshtastic node will have battery backup. I could probably get a Pi Sugar for the Pi Star hotspot. The only thing that probably won't have a battery backup is the Raspberry Pi. It draws a lot, but we'll have hopefully a big battery in here. I will show you guys the final result in another video. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time to complete this, unfortunately, but I'll put this one out for you guys. Maybe we'll jump onto a separate video that I've been meaning to make, and then I will get back to this video shortly. Thanks you guys for being with me. I just been having a lot going on. Excuse the mess on my desk, but we're getting there. This project's looking good, and maybe we can just deploy it in my car one day and I'll show you guys it in action.